Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. Today is August 24th, 2023. And we're doing a sewer scope here at 1363 Filmore Street in Salt Lake. We have the camera pushed out 109 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it. So right off the bat, there's a broken piece of clay. You can see this section here on the center of the screen where there's a section of clay missing. It also looks like the pipes have slipped to where they've offset. It's very possible for waste to get stuck on this lip right here, especially since it's right on the bottom. Waste could get stuck, and that could lead to a backup. The other tough thing about this spot in particular is it's likely under the road. That's right where it goes into the city line, and usually that's somewhere in the middle of the road. And this is still the homeowner's responsibility. And so to dig up the road, do a spot repair, could be very costly. Here's another spot here where you have a broken section of pipe. Same thing. Not only can waste get stuck right there and create a blockage, it makes it easier for roots to come through there. When I did the first scope, there was something that was completely blocking the line, which isn't surprising after seeing this cleaned now. The other thing is water can work its way through there and cause the line to settle and just make the whole situation worse. This is a third section of broken pipe. So we're only 5 feet back and we've already seen 3 sections that are broken. Going through a little bit of PVC here, and then it transitions back into clay. Little broken piece there. You know, typically I would kind of stress on this area. You have a broken lip right there. Waste can get stuck on that bottom section. In this case, after seeing those other 3 parts that are broken, this one doesn't look so bad, but normally I would be pointing this out as an area of concern. Now we transition to cast iron. As you can tell on the screen, cast iron gets real rough and rusty. It will eventually need to be replaced. Since you have good grade, it's possible that you could have this area lined, where they throw a liner through it. That can be a lot cheaper than digging it up and replacing it. Still expensive, but it's only about 80% of the cost, from what I've been told, and the quotes that I've seen, to have a liner put in. Tough thing is that you also have cast iron under the house, and I don't think you can line under the house. You have drains that feed into that. You have a clean out right there that would get covered. You could have this line coated, where they use a chain cutter to cut off all this rust. It certainly looks a lot better than when I did the first scope. I would certainly recommend getting the insurance on this line. I would also try to find out if they cover repairs under the house. Here's an offset where the cast iron has slipped. That's a concern. 30 feet out from this point. So that could be under the house. A fair amount of buildup through here. I'm accessing the line through the back water valve, and so I'm not seeing a small portion between the bedroom, closet in the basement, and basically the bathroom downstairs. So there's still another 15 feet or so that we're not seeing, but this is definitely the easiest spot to get the camera in. You do have a back water valve that whoever cleaned the line didn't reinstall it. I'll install that before I go. But just to recap, you have a pretty significant offset. Four different sections of clay that were broken, and then a section of cast iron that was offset. All 5 of those areas are areas of concern where weights could get stuck and create a blockage. The cast iron looked really rough. It was flaking and scaling. I'd recommend having that coated at a minimum, and then also getting the insurance on the line. But ideally, all 5 of those areas that have offset or broken should be dug up and repaired. I'm going to end this recording now.